What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of The Beholder. My name is Splattercat. Happy to have you here today. You know it would be dope if we could find the cruise tickets inside their house and, like, steal them. Basically just, like... yeah, let's see if we can lift the tickets. But in the previous episode, essentially, we were trying to get Schumer out of the country, and we were having some trouble figuring out ways to do that. Now, I was of the opinion that it was making Aloysius like us was probably our best chance to make that happen. That's a passport. I don't think that's going to help out much. Let's continue looking around, though, and seeing what comes up. We've got a bottle of whiskey. It's worth quite a bit of money. Might be worth stealing or taking and giving to the vendor when he comes around. Nothing on the bookcase. We'll check the bed very, very rapidly for the tickets as well. Although at this point, I doubt we're going to find it. Yeah. We may have to acquire the tickets through alternative means. I think that is going to be the case. He must keep the tickets nearby. I would. I'm just saying cruise tickets are kind of valuable. They're valuable and expensive, although they are directly linked to, like, your passport and your ID. So you'd have to be like a master of disguise in order to, you know, get on the boat while not looking like the person on there. But maybe I could be wrong. What's this guy got going on? We got a new message. He's got a passport, ice skates. I wonder if he meant that he needs a passport, not cruise tickets. A book, a typical love novel, aspirin, plants, screwdrivers, blue ties, empty bottles. You know, oh, Jesus, I didn't want to buy that. Luckily, it only cost 3, so it wasn't that big of a deal. I think a lot of this stuff is going to be things that I sold. And black tea, very black and very, very strong. Well, I guess we have a passport now, so we might be able to do something with that. Sell off all my belongings so that I can save my daughter from the horrible plague that has gripped her so that she doesn't die cold and alone. That got us to $13,000. I mean, we're getting closer. We're not quite there yet. But a new message has been received. What is this message? A tragic incident took place yesterday by the International Port Shear. The Crust barge. I don't know if I want to ride on a ship called the Crust. The HMS Crust. Like, the Crust? Nobody likes the crust. Even people that eat the crust don't really like the crust. Like, I eat the crust on my sandwich, but I don't like it that much. Like, I just eat it because when I was growing up, that's what you did. You weren't allowed to complain about food. Like, you had food, therefore you ate the food. It was like eating the potato skins. You were just expected to eat the skin along with the rest of it because there wasn't enough food to go around. Carrying a load of coal to be exported, set on fire and drowned. By the time Coast Guards discovered the vessel, there was nobody to save. Those who escaped the fire must have drowned or been attacked by a shark. It's also said the barge was carrying 10 to 15 unregistered passengers. Investigation is carried out. There is also a vacancy open for a barge to fill in the route. Young pretty girl, socially active, would like to meet a well-to-do man for serious relationship. Call 237-451. Okay. Our condolences to those who have lost their family members in the Crust accident. It said their fleet is in such a terrible condition and isn't safe to use it. He's even more sad that despite this, people are still trying to escape the country due to constantly deteriorating life quality. We advise you not to fall victims of the scammers promising paradise abroad. More than often than not, our well-being and the last thing that matters to them, which leads to tragedies. Okay. I don't suppose that like, refreshed his list of stuff that I can buy and made it so that I can get tickets on whatever this barge is to get the hell out of here. Personal diaries, a book. Nah, it's the same stuff that it was before, unfortunately. So with Aloysius, have we gotten the wedding preparations taken care of? Talk about Aloysius's death. What? What an idiot I was allowing the wedding to take place. You can't prove anything. If you're telling me the officials will find out you knew and did nothing. So go, Carl. Live your worthless life. Now, time to end this comedy and process the inheritance paperwork. I thought Black Widows only existed in novels. They'll catch you sooner or later and you'll pay for everything. Tired of your speeches. Go away, Carl, until I decide your family should pay for this. Damn. So apparently the police are here. I think that was a bug. I think she's supposed to have the wedding in 2 days. You talk to him. And then she murders him. Huh. Definitely some bugs to be ironed out, unfortunately. There's some things that need to be looked at. So why does it say there's like a quest thing here? Call, you'll like it. Are you sure? I feel like if I call, it might have outstanding repercussions on my married life. And I would rather not have that problem. So now Martha's gonna die because we no longer have a doctor to get the $20,000 for. So unfortunately, I guess we're gonna lose our daughter based on a bug that wasn't supposed to happen. I just got curious and I was like, Aloysius' death? He's not dead, he's walking around right there in the background. And now she killed him at the wedding. I may be able to talk to somebody else about her. In addition, Aloysius was really my only chance at getting cruise tickets. So we're going to have to sort that one out as well. Hopefully nobody's hiding anything in here. There's some all-weather durable boots, I guess, hiding in the bushes. Anything about work? I don't like your new job, Dad. Your boss is so nasty. And we already did this one. Okay. Well, shit. Without Aloysius around, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to get him out of here. Schumer, that is. Nope, not you. Need to talk to your mother. Talk about work. Okay, there's nothing new there. Kids are all perfectly fine. There's nothing to be concerned about on that side. Maybe I have to click the blue part in order to make this better. She's going out of the house. Oh, while the game is paused, you can't flip the cards. Alright, now that she's out of the way, let's talk to everybody about the death of Aloysius and see what happened. And the dialogue there. I'm gonna get up in the house and see if maybe I can find a murder weapon or some proof that she did it. Got film, toothbrushes. I mean, chances are we're probably gonna find the exact same stuff that was in here previously. But every now and again it rotates the items around. So she murdered Aloysius at the wedding. Which is actually kind of mind-boggling. I didn't think it was going to go down like that. But then again, that was one of those events that didn't execute quite properly with the triggers that I figured it was supposed to work with. Everything looks to be mostly the same in here. Getting Schumer the tickets, though, is weird. I don't know how we would do it. Especially since everybody's dialogue options look like they've dried up. So get cruise tickets for Shimmer. With regards to the cruise tickets, I guess we'll just have to wait. I don't think there's anything else around here that would be helpful. After taking a look at everything, we've got... She was a lit teacher. He's a tobacco seller, obviously. She's a kindergarten teacher who says she's not who she actually is and enjoys cooking. Technically, I could report her for impersonation, I think. Let me go to the phone real fast and we'll see if there's anything I can do about this situation. Maybe I can trade in some of my reputation in order to get the tickets from my boss or something. If I could have data on Sarah Watermark, what data should I base my request on? Tell her that Sarah's an imposter. According to the data you provided as well as the description, this must be Vera Renzi, an ex-canteen employee. She is wanted for multiple poisoning attempts, polygamy, thefts, and fraud. Vera Renzi reward is $2,000. But I gotta catch her doing something bad is the problem. Oh, I've already got her pegged for the killing. Okay. Well, then I'll try and get her lit up. And maybe the next person who moves into the apartment has access to the cruise tickets. The only reason I was so suspicious of Aloysius is because he actually used the phrase cruise tickets, which this game seems to use kind of like a Ultima-like system where if they bring it up in conversation in similar terms, it's one of those things you want to watch out for. So with her, we need to file a report. So we'll drop a report, and it's going to be for Sarah Watermock, living in apartment number 2. Violated directive, like all of them? I don't think you're allowed to murder at all. I think murdering is in general prohibited to cover up for criminals. So 637. And that was as of the 1st of September in 1984. Then we go to her collected materials. We add the killing, and then we send that in. And then I assume whenever she goes home, she'll get caught by the police. Oh, we got it now. Dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum dum da 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 dum. Whoop whoop. Here come the police. Whoop. Coming to get you with our billy clubs. Coming straight at you. Going to blap you. Going to catch you. Although she's outside at the bus station, so I don't know exactly how that's going to work. So maybe I got to time the raid for when she's home. There we go. He got her. He had to give her a good whooping first, too. He had to put a couple across her just to let her know killings will not be tolerated in the People's Democratic Republic. The People's Productive Democratic Republic of the Farm Workers Union. You can just keep it going forever. And the more and more totalitarian it sounds. So let's repair the apartment for $750. Because we need new tenants. And bulletin board. We don't have anybody that's willing to move in yet. But maybe that'll populate. So subject was arrested. We made $2,000 for the arrest as far as I know. Phone's not lit up. It doesn't look to me as though anybody else is beating down the doors to move in. There's not really much else to do anyways. Maybe that just means that if we were still on the Aloysius quest, we could call that girl and maybe set her up with Aloysius. I don't know. It's still lit up saying that the phone has a quest, but I don't see anything in there. I've clicked on all the prompts, too. As a warning... Yeah, it doesn't look like there's anything to click on inside of here, so unfortunately I don't know what to do with the rest of it. We're looking for anybody who has access to cruise tickets, which... I don't know. We only got like 60 hours left until he needs to leave the country. Or until our directive has failed, so I don't know what to say about that. They're not allowing me to add anybody else to the adjacent room. Ask about your son. He became a boss, yeah. Ask about your husband. Ask about your wife. Okay. I don't know what to say about this. I have no idea where we get the cruise tickets from. I'll sell you an old boot, though, for $75. Charging them Nike prices. Maybe I'll go through some of the houses and see if there's cruise tickets I can steal somewhere. I don't know. Wonder if the house is supposed to stay vacant. Like, is that a normal thing, you know? Oh, he's got something. Hello! Wait, did he not have a quest, or did he have a quest? Because he had a thing over his head for a second. Yeah, it looked like he had a request for like a hot minute, and then it was gone. Was it his wife, maybe? She was walking behind him. Nope, she doesn't have anything. Okay, bulletin board has nobody available to move into house number 1. I've got nothing I can drop over there. Yeah, I don't know what to do about the cruise tickets. I mean, our game is bugged so badly at this point with, like, the murder not happening and then the dialogue coming up and whatnot. It's hard to tell what's actually been working and what has not been working. Obviously, this is an early demo. This is not like a release client or anything like that. This is something that's still being worked on and has not been made public yet, and so there could be little things that are not quite right with it. Okay, somebody's home right there. Yeah, I think we're pretty much hosed right now as far as this quest goes. I'm gonna go in some of the houses and see maybe if I can find something sitting around. Looks like my son has a quest. We have chess, tobacco, so Maria Schumer is a smoker, a blue tie. Glasses, a handbag, music notes, fine. Carl Woos story is a humorous story about the country and was executed. So is that allowed or is that forbidden? Where's the directives list? I think we had, like, books by Paul Williams, so Woost we don't have yet. But we will, I'm sure. So she likes that. And then we've got the amateur theater. I'll probably report on her in a little bit so that I can get a nice bonus from my bosses. Ah, Maria Schimmer also has Paul Williams novels. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Doing all kinds of bad stuff up in here. Unfortunately, she's now home, so let's get out of the house as fast as we can. Straight upstairs. And now we're going to raid this house. She is in violation of one of the things we have going on, so I'm going to run his wife out. I might be able to blackmail him out of the house. I might be able to blackmail him out of the house with the arrest of his wife, maybe? I just don't know. Let's continue going through things. I knew something interesting would happen in this episode. We just need to stay on top of it. This guy's got mummy wraps inside of his house. Everett mummy wraps. Nothing with the blue shirt. The old fogies are back, so we probably want to hustle with this as fast as we can. A gardening magazine. An old sweater, a green tie, a received letter. I think I have time to do this. Ah, there's nothing inside of it anyways. Alright, get out of the house. Run! Oh, what are you doing up here, landlord? Why is our door open? I don't know. I have no idea why the door is open. How very, very strange that our door is open. Okay, let's file some reports, I guess. We can get rid of Maria Schimmer pretty easily. And if I wanted to blackmail somebody, this would be to Klaus Schimmer. Oh, so you can just blackmail him for money. So I can't, like, blackmail him out of the house, basically. He's in apartment 1, violated directive. Okay, well, let's drop a report. We'll go Maria Schimmer, living in apartment number 1, has violated the directive 6043 as of the 5th September 1984. Evidence found in the apartment includes novels by Paul Woods or whatever his name was. Looks like people like briefly light up with quest information when they stand there for a minute. I've seen multiple people do it now, and I'm wondering why that is. So there goes Maria Shimmer. She's going to be arrested. And then with Klaus, we'll try and figure out what's going on with him. There we go. What does the M mean that's on there? Alright, so we captured a criminal and made a little bit of money. And now he lives by himself in the apartment upstairs. I'm going to knock on the door and we'll see what his thoughts are about this unfolding drama. This unfolding melodrama. It was only $250 for arresting him. That's not even worth the effort. $250 for catching a murderer? Shouldn't it have been $2,000? They said the report was worth that much. You think about the house? No, he still doesn't have anything going on. This is very, very strange. Like, I feel like we don't have a solution, or maybe Aloysius was the solution, and we just pointed him at the wrong woman, and there's just no way for us to tell because the game doesn't let us know after the fact. And an argument can be made either way. Like, the game should let you know if you failed the quest early, or it should let you know. We'll go answer the phone very quickly. Ministry of Order. If I could reference... Not really much there. I guess I'll drop some reports. So, Martha Stein. That's my wife, right? No, that's my daughter. I don't think I can report on her. Instead, we'll go Klaus Shimmer. Lives in apartment 2. I'm sorry, apartment 1. No, don't do a report. Characterize. There we go. Klaus Shimmer in apartment number 1. Male. Marital status. He was married to... Well, I guess he's single now. If it arrests his wife, does he count as single? He's a tobacco seller. And we know all of this information about him. Characteristics received. I'm going to try one more time to maybe see if anybody has any information whatsoever. See, he's got the thing above his head again. There we go. Maria was arrested. I don't understand how that could happen. If you have a chance, Carl, take your family and get out of here. Run anywhere. Anyhow, there's not a single chance that your kids can grow up and be happy here. System turns them into ashes and spits them out. My life is ended. Poor Maria. Maybe he'll, like, hang himself or something so that it'll clear out the apartment. Oh, he moved out now that his wife is gone. Okay, so you just had to kick his wife out, I guess. Let's fix the apartments. There's still nobody that wants to move into either of these flats. And so we've pretty much arrested everybody that has lived here. My recommendation would just be not to live here. I mean, if I look at a location, and granted, I live in an apartment complex. The police have been here every single day for the last 2 weeks. Sure, I live in an apartment complex where people be snitching like crazy. Where everybody's be picking, like, they dropping dimes left and right. But still, like, I look at a place, and if there's this much melodrama there where, like, the only person that lives there, anybody lives there longer than a couple months automatically gets deported or some shit, I'm just not going to live there because it seems like a risk. We've got a big red phone. We're ringing in our ring, extortion phone. This is life-threatening. Do you understand? Your new task is to put up agate prop banners in the house. There is unrest in the city. Stay alert, Comrade Carl. Indeed, for the victory of the proletariat. And so this is the agate prop banners. So let's get a couple of those. They're only like $50 a pop, so we should be able to drop those all over the place inside here. We'll finish the conversation. Agate prop. Are there multiple kinds of agate prop posters? Oh, there are. Well, then vary it up a little bit. Yeah, propaganda posters make everybody feel better. Victory for the proletariat. Death to the enemies of the People's Republic. Ah! Oh my god. There's all kinds of crazy shit going on right now. I assume we're about to get a phone call. It looks like there was a political bombing. Let's go back down and we'll find out. Help! The enemies of the people, the filthy traitors are destroying us, the capitalist pig dogs. Ministry of Order. Unrest in the city. It's dangerous to go outside. Stay calm and repair broken things in the house. You have 2 days. Okay, I saw repair kits. Aw, that's the end? No, I want to play... I want to play more. I was just getting into it. Damn. Alright, well, that's Beholder. I'll see y'all next time.